Now we're going to get into the really fun stuff. I picked out a couple of HD stencils that I had in my collection and have begun to lay out some of the dolphins that will be swimming in the background. I don't want to lay them out too dark because I want them to just be hinted in the background. They'll just be extra details that I want. Sometimes I get a little overspray, but since I've clear coated this, I can go ahead and wipe off some of the excess overspray. And I'm using a dioxazine purple. I also added in a couple of drops of white to make it a little more opaque. And that way I can lay this on the top and still work in some details with an eraser at a later point in time. Again, I'm still using that same dioxazine purple and beginning to lay out some white so that I can lay out the groundwork for where these details are going to be. But I'm struggling with my white a little bit. I didn't get it reduced down quite right, so I'm just laying in some texture details in here. I'm going to cover some of this with a future HD stencil, so I'm not too worried about it being perfect, but I want to get the placement kind of semi-right. And I'm beginning to lay in some of these light rays that will be shining from the top of this metal panel all the way down to the bottom. If you've made it this far, now I'm laying in our main subject. This is also a custom HD stencil of a mother dolphin and calf. I thought this would be a really good addition and pull this project together very nicely. I'm just going over the stencil in white because I've already got the background laid in. I want to be very careful, so I'm making sure I'm spraying away from the edges with this paint so that I don't have too much in terms of overspray going on to my background. So I've put this entire project on a turntable, or a lazy Susan if you will. That way it makes it really easy for me to continue to turn and work in whatever details that I need while not spraying towards the edge. If you've made it this far, definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications.